During Martin's Antarctic adventure, he's seen for himself clear signs of our changing climate. But some of the most alarming indicators are harder to spot. Lying concealed beneath the snow, deep crevasses are a symptom of our warming waters. And for scientists trying to carry out their research in this most extreme of environments, these gaps within the glaciers can prove incredibly dangerous. The vital task of mapping them, therefore, falls to intrepid experts.
You can't grow tired of this view, can you?
Not at all. Every day it's different. Yeah, pretty special, huh?
Unreal.
Yeah.
But it's changing.
It's changing.
Jono and Vicky are field guides. It's their job to get scientists safely to where they need to go.
I'm just connecting to the GPS, ground penetrating radar. It scans across the snow, and what we look for is big voids in the glacier.
They're crevasses, snow-covered potential killers, which is why we need to rope up.
Oh, good, Vicky.
The guides say the warming climate is making their job much harder and more dangerous.
The rain softens the snowpack that's around the holes and therefore increases the risk of us falling into a crevasse.
Where the two red flags are, you can sort of see like a real vague track.
What's terrifying is, to the untrained eye, they're incredibly hard to spot.
It's pretty big. Yeah, have a peek inside. You're nice and tight, you're nice and safe.
Oy.
Every time we cross, we take a measurement of the wall itself to see if the wall's got wider of the crevasse.
It has, significantly.
The time and effort to take, you know, a scientist a short distance from station is huge logistically.
Big step, yeah.
And it's not long until the radar picks up a whopper.
Where we have these arcs of lines here, that shows like a void there.
To see for myself just how big it is, I have a potentially stupid idea.
We're going to lower this in. Vicky's going to be my anchor, so I don't follow the camera in too. I tell you what, it's enormous. Right.
Luckily, we have 30 metres of rope.
So working.
Amazingly, it is.
How far have we gone so far?
I'd say you've gone down about maybe 15 metres.
It is vast.
Can you imagine falling down one of these things?
Time to quit
Okay,
while we're ahead.
we still have a camera.
Hey!
Yeah, big step over.
We head home,
That's it, amazing.
safe but saddened by the instability of this fragile wilderness. Martin Stew, News at 10, Antarctica.
And you can see more from Martin and catch up on all his breathtaking special reports from Earth's southernmost continent. Go to our website and look for the ITV News in Antarctica section.
Finally tonight, a look inside a British-run museum which claims to be the most remote and perhaps the coolest and coldest in the world. Port Lockroy was the first permanent British Antarctic base and was established during the Second World War. It's now managed by the UK Antarctic Heritage Trust, with 15,000 tourists making the long journey there every year. It's not usually open during the South Polar winter, but our science correspondent Martin Stew was given a special tour of a museum frozen in time.
As day trips to a museum go, you don't get much cooler than this. In the winter, Port Lockroy is populated solely by penguins. But 80 years ago, British soldiers made their own nest here.
Welcome to Port Lockroy.
Thank you. Wow, it's like a time capsule.
It is. So this is the first permanent British base built in Antarctica in 1944. It was part of a secret wartime operation called Operation Tabarin.
That was a scramble to get a territorial foothold in Antarctica and provide weather forecasts for the Allied ships.
This is an ionosonde that would fire radio waves off the ionosphere. I'd also do a lot of meteorology and mapping as well.
And it's called the Beastie.
This is called the Beastie, yeah, and you can see why.
Imagine the hardship for the men who made this home. Limited insulation and complete isolation. Cut off from the outside world,
Wow.
except for radio reception.
Okay, the kitchen's just through here, Martin, and the base was abandoned in 1962. But you might be some brands that you still recognise today, such as your
Look at those.
Pickle and Lyle's Golden Syrup.
Wow. Are they still safe to eat?
Probably not, given these were probably produced before sell-by dates were a thing.
You get the sense these weren't men fussed about such trivialities or modern-day health and safety. The fact the mission was named after their favourite Paris nightclub tells its own tale.
And bunk room just in here, Martin, where the men would have slept back in the day.
It's a slightly dated artwork, shall we say?
It's certainly of its time, yes. But I spent 4 months sleeping in this bunk when I was here. But the UK Antarctic Heritage Trust took over the running of this place in 2006. They restored this to the state we see it today, and their staff now sleep in a separate building to make sure this is preserved.
Accommodation these days is a whole lot higher tech, not to mention much more comfortable. Attitudes have changed too, but the basic spirit of adventure still lives on. Martin Stew, ITV News, Antarctica.